The things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do at the Foundation. Number 1. Dr. Bright is not allowed to feed anything with peanut butter to Kane. Number 2. Telling new researchers that you can tame SCP-682 with a rolled up newspaper and a tummy rub is right out. Number 3. No longer allowed to challenge Abel to unwinnable games like tic-tac-toe. It was 3 weeks before Abel conceded a draw. Number 4. SCP-018 is not to be taunted. Number 5. Giving 113 to Diogenes is just plain pointless. Number 6. Attempting to disprove 343 to 343 is a horrible idea. Agents are still studying the resulting paperweight, supposedly so heavy that 343 should not be able to lift it. Number 7. While it is true that, quotes, no one expects the SCP Inquisition, that is only because there is no such thing. Number 8. Dr. Bright is not king of anywhere or queen. Number 9. SCP-963 is not to be used for recreational or procreational purposes. Number 10. Also, it is entirely possible to use SCPs currently under control of the Foundation to create tentacle monsters. No. Not even if Dr. Palmer asks nicely. Number 11. There is no market for SCP brand pornography. No, not even in Germany. It probably would generate a great deal of revenue if sold in Japan, but still, 682 on Jesus Christ, man! Number 12. Should not replace the buckshot in Dr. Clef's shotgun shell with any of the following: birdseed, confetti, cake sprinkles, sawdust, or sexual lubricant. Number 13. Should not replace Dr. Wright's lamp with a novelty lamp shaped like a marital aid. Should not replace Dr. Wright's marital aids with a novelty aid shaped like a lamp. Number 14. The Better Business Bureau is not the correct agency for dealing with containment failures from horrible eldritch artifacts sold by Marshall Carter in Dark. Number 15. Dr. Bright must never come in contact with anyone under the age of 18.
Let him contact them. It's the only way they'll learn.
Just because it is a learning experience does not mean anyone needs to come in contact with Bright. Number 16. Any requests by Dr. Bright to utilize SCP-212 for enhancement are to be denied due to several requests being submitted with the research goal stated as, quotes, to stick my privates in it and hope for the best. This includes requests to use it for enhancement of other organs. I don't care how awesome you think it would be, Bright. You should not be allowed to have telekinesis. Number 17. Victims of SCP-217 are not toys. Number 18. Dr. Bright is not allowed to bargain with personnel for their souls if they are unaware of SCP-158. Number 19. Don't let Dr. Bright get a sample of SCP-379. Let my laptop be the last victim. Number 20. Not allowed to go off my medication. Not allowed to pretend I have any medication to be on. Number 21. May not use any form of the word accident as an excuse. Number 22. Violate the dress code even on casual Fridays. No matter how many times you say please, Dr. Bright, we won't put any of the hats you have been asking about into the dress code. Nor are you allowed to create and wear hats made using or out of various anomalous objects. We understand that your SCP-894 top hat collection has some tactical value, but that is not a valid reason to wear them in the presence of other researchers. Number 23. If an SCP file says never to do something, it is not because we want to control your mind.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, and Dr. Bright may not edit this document. Number 24. SCP-437 is not to be handed out as weaponry to unsuspecting new researchers. Number 25.
Data redacted.
Not even for recreational use. Number 26. Not allowed to send a Nigerian-esque spam email to the Judge of the Broken God. Number 27. Not allowed to lead a mobile task
force against the UIU under any circumstances without inviting Dr. Clef.
At all. In fact, just stay 500 feet away from any mobile task force at all times. Number 28. Not allowed to end reports with lyrics from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. but is allowed to end with lyrics from the safety dance. The interpretive dance routine, however, is forbidden
until he gets lessons
for the foreseeable future. Number 29. Dr. Bright is not allowed anywhere near a Renaissance festival, especially not with a D-class in garb. Number 30. SCP-963 is not a joy buzzer. Number 31. If a mind-controlling SCP is discovered, it is to be turned over to proper authorities. It is not to be used to advance himself or other higher. It is not to be used to advance himself or others higher in the Foundation.
Tracky.
Taking said mind-controlling SCP to a strip club in Vegas shall be right out. Dr. Bright is not a superhero of any sort, head of public relations, in charge of orientation for new staff, a doctor of psychology,
a member of Site Command,
made out of bacon, in possession of an IQ over 300, head of SCP Review, or a member of maintenance staff.
Sorry, boys. Dr. Bright is a member of Site Command. It's usually best not to ask why. No 5 command you're thinking of.
Number 32. There is no ethics committee, and even if there was, does anyone believe Dr. Bright would be honored as anything other than what not to do? Number 33. No longer allowed to make up jollies for morning calisthenics. Yes, this includes the Mickey Mouse Club song. Number 34. Dr. Bright is not allowed to apply SCP-963 to any major political figures.
Again.
Number 35. Dr. Bright is not from an alternate timeline. Dr. Bright cannot issue orders to, quotes, preserve the timeline, or to, quotes, corrupt the timeline, or to, quotes, screw with those history nerds. Number 46. Dr. Bright is not allowed to challenge anyone to a duel and then give them SCP-572. Number 47. Dr. Bright is not allowed near SCP-5555J in any way or any excuse. Remember what the miniature version did to Dr. Number 48. Dr. Clef and Dr. Bright are not allowed to interact without the presence of a responsible administrator. Dr. Kondraki does not count as a responsible administrator, nor does Agent Strelnikov or Dr. Mann. In fact, let's just keep the two of them apart. Period. Number 39. Chainsaws are not the solution to every question, nor is more chainsaws, or quotes, chainsaw cannons, except for the one time. And yes, it was awesome. Number 40. SCP speed dating never happened. Anyone who claims to remember such an event should report to Site Command for administration of Class A amnesic. Number 41. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use any SCP to alter or affect the outcome of any reality-based television shows, including but not limited to Survivor, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen, American Idol, or any dating show on VH1. Not even if Dr. Bright asks nicely. Number 42.
Redacted.
Hard. Number 43. Dr. Bright is not allowed to administer spanking to Dr. Bright as punishment, as it only causes more rules to be broken. No, it doesn't matter that they are both consenting adults, no matter how much either of them argues otherwise. Dr. Bright is not allowed to spank the monkey, nor is she allowed to shock the monkey, or anything else related to the monkey. Number 44. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use SCP to make kick me signs. Number 45. SCP-082 is not to be given song requests, especially not like a virgin. Number 46. Accidentally spilling green gelatin on a dead body in the presence of the O5 was funny exactly once. And the smell of excrement exuding from O52's khaki spoiled the moment. Number 47. Dr. Bright is no longer allowed to utter the phrase, quotes, more than 1,000 babies, in the presence of any SCP personnel. Number 48. Nothing in the Foundation is rated over 9,000. Number 49. Stop posting classified information on 4chan. Number 50. No using SCP-705 for personal gain, auto-plant monitoring equipment, and absolutely no giving them tons of extra Play-Doh just to see what they can make. That mecha was damned annoying.